Hey guys, it's DJ Aliexpress here. So this is very different. But today we're going to be going over, um, you know, the basics of clones. Um, Nobody really gives a good buyer guide or a good understanding of how to differentiate clones. Which ones to go for, which ones not to even go near. What's good about them. How can you it's just everything, right? Just the basics, the basic knowledge. So the reason I'm making this video is because I get a bunch of DMs on Instagram asking about clones, where to buy, which ones to buy, why are they good, why are they not good, etc., etc. And the balisong clone subreddit, um, I'm not gonna lie, you guys really don't know a whole lot. It kind of sucks to go on there when it's the same questions. So hopefully this video does something. I'm gonna put it on there and hopefully it'll help. Um, so yeah, let's do this. So if we look over here, we'll start with the big one. Don't buy from DHgate. Do not. Look at this price. $97 for a rep clone. These go for tops 75. This is $97, okay? Even if it's not a scam, they're ripping you off. Right? Now, on the other side of the spectrum, you have scams like this Alpha Beast clone here for $17. Like, come on, guys. We should be learning at this point that this isn't real. It's DHgate. DHgate is garbage. Like, it's just nothing, right? There is no reviews. It just says transactions, right? So you have 6 people that bought it, right? Here are the dates they bought them, and like nothing, right? And the thing is they're not gonna get anything. They're not, right? Even if you look at their reviews, because this is something important that you should look at. Product quality below average, tracking and delivery below average, customer service below average, repurchase rate below average. Why would you buy if all of these are saying basically to not buy from them? Plus, DHgate has a terrible buyer protection. Their buyer protection basically died like 2 years ago. So if you get scammed, that's it. Your money's in limbo. They have your money. It's whatever. So let's move on. Let's look at the place where you should be buying knives, which is Aliexpress. Um, right. So over here we have, you know, I sort by price. So we have all the regular clones. We have the Bally Plus Squid clones. We have the Triton clone. We have the Kayas. Don't look at these abominations. We have the Kraken clone. We have the Bare Bones clone. Right, now it doesn't matter if you should buy them or not. The thing is, you're actually gonna get them if you buy it. That's the difference here. Um, let's clear another thing up really quick. There are two main clone brands. Two. You have Bally Plus, which are the ones that make the Squid Trainer, the Mako. I don't know why the Mako isn't here, but Squid Trainer, the Mako. They make rep clones. They were the ones that made those. What's the name? Not the hammer design. The. They were the modded rep clones. I can't think of the name right now because I'm brain damaged, but that's the company that makes them. They look really good, right? Bally Plus is super good at replicating knives, but they're really bad at replicating how they flip. The one, which is the other brand, which people call Ken Fong or Euro Balisong, is not. That's not the brand. Which, speaking of Euro Balisong, their site's down and it's an exit scam. All of you who bought from Euro Balisong and didn't listen, this is just you taking the L right here. This is it. Right here. I don't know how you guys all fell for it, but GG, I guess. Anyways, Ken Fong is not a maker, he's a seller, right? And his store got taken down off DHgate last year. Or was it a few months? Something like that. His store got taken down, either way. He was a seller. He was the biggest known seller because he was reputable, he was nice in DMs, and he always wanted to try and make things right because he was a good clone seller. So people just assumed that he was the one making them because everybody bought from him. He is not. They are all resellers. Powden is not a maker, right? Outdoor Tool Store is not a maker. These are resellers. So there's two main brands. You got Bally Plus, who's garbage, right? And you can always tell because they plaster their brand everywhere. This little like circle with the plus, right? That's their logo, and it even says Bally Plus there, right? So if you ever see a Bally Plus logo, which they always stick everywhere on every one of their products, it's there. So you just gotta look. If Bally Plus is ever on a product, do not buy it. Bally Plus makes terrible, terrible knives. Alright, let's keep going. So, the One is the better brand. And you'll know it's the One because they like to change the actual design a little bit, right? They were the ones that made the Chab clone, and the Chab clone has Zen pins, right? They're the ones to make the Nautilus clone, which has hidden Zen pins, if it'll load. Right? There's no tang pin there. It's hidden Zen pins, right? And the Kraken clone, where it has actual hardware for the Zen pins. You know, these are just little things that you can tell that it's from them, right? Now, obviously, if you look at some of their older clones, like the Bare Bones, they didn't really change anything, right? This is the One clone. It's got nothing different. It's the exact same as the real deal, and that's it. The only thing that you can also tell about the One is they love to put bushings in, which is a great thing. We love bushings. So the Bare Bones, it's actually funny, because the Bare Bones clone is just better than the real thing, because you can actually tune the bushings and get it to no tab, and it's much smoother. Yeah, and for, a quarter of the price, but we won't go there right now. They also like to do dagger-style trainer blades, as you can see with the 6X fly tie and with the rep, right? These are quote-unquote fly tie trainer blade ripoffs, and I would agree if fly tie actually made trainer blades for the 6X and reps. But they do them for the 51 clones, so partially right, partially wrong. It's a 50-50. Big giveaway you can always tell with clones is the inside of the blade is not chamfered or crowned. But if we look at a fly tie 51 trainer blade, the inside of the blade has a chamfer to it. This is a big giveaway that you can tell for clones, is the insides will never be chamfered. Same for the OSP trainer blade for the Alpha Beast, right? And obviously these 51 trainer blades just don't exist. So, where's the AB? Come on, where is it? Here it is. Alright, so if we look at the Alpha Beast, the inside has a slight chamfer to it. You can even see it, there's a slight chamfer. But OSP does a full crown on the inside of their blades too. And even coming around, it's a full crown. And obviously they plaster their logo. But if you want the real dead giveaway to know if a clone is a clone or not, you look at the hardware. Hardware is the biggest giveaway. Like, this is not 51 hardware, right? This is not Kraken hardware, right? This is not EX10 hardware. You can just tell, even by looking at it for a split second, this is not Alpha Beast hardware, right? Even take away the fact that it is Zenpin. That's just not the same hardware that they would use, you know? And it's just little things like that that you can totally tell. And obviously, if it's a Bally Plus clone, you can tell based on the tolerances. And even certain the one clones you can tell by the tolerances, like, um, I can't think of one off the top of my head. Um, I guess the 6X? You know what, the Homs. Yeah, the Hom clones. That's how you can tell, because Hom always has fantastic tolerances. So yeah, you can tell by the Basilisk clone, the G10, the Carbon Fiber, or the Tie Bass. All of them have worse tolerances than the real deal. It's actually kind of funny because the one usually has extremely tight tolerances, so sometimes it's a little harder to tell based on just handle play and tap. Um, but you know that happens. Um, what else do I want to go over? Oh yeah, good clones and bad clones. So don't go near these. The Kaios just isn't worth it. The Triton is basically outmatched and outclassed in every single way by the Kraken clone. The Kraken clone is just unbeatable. You get two different blade shapes, like live blade shapes, and a trainer blade. All three are fine. You can watch my video on those. They're all good. Even the live blades with their little bit of tap, they're still fine. They're still good to go. It's not a big deal. Um, I wouldn't recommend a 6X fly tie. The only reason I would even tell you to get one is if you like slight handle bias, and even then, get the 67. Don't go near the 62 or the 63. They have too much handle bias. Uh, bare bones, it's okay. It's a good beater. So if you want a bare bones clone, it's good for beating. I wouldn't go near rep clones. I like rep clones, but that's because I basically started on one. They're very thick. They're not like Rebela thick, but they're still up there. 51 clones, don't even go near them. They are overpriced for what they are. If they were like $50, I would tell you to go for it because they're not bad, but just for 60 and up, it's not worth it. Um. Oh, also, dead giveaway. That's a Bally Plus product. If they're doing the closed handles like this, if it's a full white background, it's them. The one likes doing these like marble countertops or outside on grass. So, yeah, here it is. This is the modded rep I was talking about earlier. Where I reviewed these. These are garbage. Don't buy these. And here's a Bally Plus rep. This one even says Bally Plus. So, yeah. Hardware is very different when it comes to pivot screws. Pivot screws are very different compared to what the one uses. I'm pretty sure these are T8 Zenpin screws too. The one likes using T8s for his pivots on reps, and he likes using T6s for Zenpins. I don't agree with it, but it's just a good way to tell if it's him or not. These aren't bad either. The aluminum TAC 3s. They're not the best for the money, but they're not bad either. They're okay. Like, that's kind of it. It's just middle of the road. Don't go near these at all. Don't go near the Fly Tie 51s at all. Don't go near them. If we go next, more 51s. These are pretty good. The G10 is better than the Carbon Fiber for the Basilisk clone. So if you can find the G10 one, go for it. Those are pretty good. They usually go about 65 to 70. They're not bad. More 6Xs. The Archangel is super good. Or, well, not super good. I meant, like, super fun. It's a fun flipper, but it's not, like, competitive at all. And the same can most likely be said for the 4Xs. I've never actually flipped a 4X clone, so I'm not 100% sure, but I can say with pretty good certainty that they flip extremely similar, you know? So, what else we got here? EX10 clone is fantastic. These guys will most of the time come with no tap, minimal play. They're good for beating. They're fantastic flippers. You know, all around just a great choice. Don't go for the live blade though. The live blade is very blade heavy, but the trainer blade is very neutral. So go for the trainer blade. don't know about these yet. I have my real Chimera next to me. Right? So, if I can get out of debt, I will buy one of these and try and do a comparison video soon, hopefully. So, I don't know how these are yet, so if you're a little on the fence, don't go for it yet. Wait for me to be the guinea pig. These are also extremely intriguing. These, if you haven't seen yet, these are Bali Plus, so keep this in mind. They could be really garbage. We don't know yet. They could be really, really bad. But this is a T-Latch clone. They come in the 42, the 43, and the 47, and they're pretty much one-to-one to the real 42, which is terrifying. But it could also be really good for the economy and dropping the price of 4Xs because they're extremely overpriced. But that's a topic for another day. Alpha Beast clone is very good. They can come with no tap, no play, or not no play, but minimal play. I had a video on the Alpha Beast clone actually, and mine had no tap and minimal play was pretty good. But for a few dollars more, you can get a Chab, and at that point, it's a no-brainer. The Chab is basically everything you could ever need. Also, don't go near the 87. 87 suck. But the Chab is literally everything you could ever need in one. It can be a beater, it can be a daily, it can be a competitive flipper. Hell, there are flippers that are anti-clone, but they still say the Chab is fantastic. Even, like, complete elitists, like Captain America Yang, aka Eric, even he said they're pretty good. He says it feels like it's gonna fall apart, but that's bullshit. Don't listen to him. They have extremely good build quality. They're not gonna die on you. I'm pretty sure he also had a V1, which could also be the problem. The V2s are awesome. Go for the Alt Blade. But yeah, that's about it. Hopefully this helped you guys. That's it from me. See you later.